gets caught by random tangle barbs, suddenly all your pressure is gone. So really, really, really high execution is demanded by the LR bot lane and the top lane and jungle of LR. Really nice defense there onto Nemesis, making sure that Xin Zhao cannot loop around and look for that dive. Baus as well, dropping a top wave just to make sure they're getting out alive there. And now no flash on the Nico will make life a lot easier for LR as they also pick up this dragon.
Move down towards the blue buff area earlier on.
I mean, same for Wunder, I would say. I think he, with the Ornn into Greg, is actually a really good matchup early as hold that spot. Leader might be in danger here.
Leader going to get caught out. Cease and desist there for the follow-up. He's going to try and get out with a face seal. Does get the shield out of it. Crescent Guard from Schemes. Leader jumps back in, and it might be Velia who's caught. SK react beautifully and find a kill for Crowny. But Nemesis, not the strongest. Has a Catalyst and a Tear stacking up. He will become very powerful, but until you get the Rod, until you get the Seraph, you're not as powerful as you'd like to be. Looking for the damage onto Nemesis, who is rooted up. Pop Blossom coming out as well, and again it's Leader that sets up the play. And Nemesis that falls foul of his enemy mid.
Yeah, and it's once again, SK is just playing around Leader time and time again. We were talking about the Corki being strong, but look at the mid lane.
Velia going deep here. Call of the Fortune can come out as well. Velia just went so far forward, has to flash away. Baus trying to get him from the flank, but Velia, I didn't think he'd go forward with that Vault Breaker because of him having to burn the flash and get out. And because he's on low HP, SK will claim the second Drake of the game. They're first. And even out the score with Lost Ratones. Crowny's going to get chunked out a little bit here by Leader, who can just jump away. The damage onto Crowny, though. Inspire Shield off cooldown a little bit too late to really keep that Crowny healthy.
Yeah, and this Yone is becoming a big problem. We were talking about the item gap in the AD carry department, but the mid one is even bigger. The blade for Yone compared to Catalyst. Reckless is just caught out there.
There's no way out for him, really. Might look to flash the wall, but Leader gets him. SK using the vision they placed around the dragon to then punish again. You can see what Reckless is thinking. It's like they've taken the dragon.
Does have those fancy feats, and you see now SK is doing the same thing again. They're leaving Wunder alone in the bot side to play weak side with TP, and they're sending everything up here to try to dive Baus. Get out of this alive. Clear the way.
For some reason, it popped up with a bunch of menus, and I'm not used to doing that. A couple of deep wards for Baus to teleport onto, if so required. Only one of them still surviving. Drake up in 30 seconds time.
Crowny?
Crowny going in, straight onto Schemes. Mickey flashes away as Nemesis on the chase there as well. Schemes needs to get the hell out of here, has to use the Crescent Guard, but Nemesis is still chasing, and there's the flash out of Schemes as well. Two flashes from Crowny. Realm Warp in, the Vault Breaker coming out, but Schemes has no cloaks to dive to.
Crowny just taking all the space in the river. He just went in there. He knows how strong he is. He knows how hard he is spiking right now, and just make sure something is happening. I love that from Crowny, just knowing he is the power right now in the LR comp, and he needs to take more space. Great job by him just jumping in there and securing this dragon for LR.
Yeah, and because it's Schemes who died, you can't even use like a Rifthold in mid to make sure you're getting a tower and a half or something. It will be Yoppa taking the tower. Wunder should be able to get the top lane turret as well before Baus can really have anything to say about it. He'll take that down as well. So SK do get a little bit in the trade, but the second Drake to Lost Ratones is huge.
I mean, you see what happens when Leader is not involved in these fights.
Yeah.
SK really needs to rely on him to be in these fights. Suddenly, if he's not there to just go into the Corki, this Corki is just untouched and just has so much damage with an early 24 spike. So you need to make sure you include Zion more in your plays. Now they're trying to dive Nemesis here. Are they going to go for the tower or the dive or Knighting?
Spirit Cleave coming out. Leader realizing that Reckless and Velia were in the area. Backs away. TP coming out from Wunder as well, though. The call of the Fort God here. Perhaps Lost Ratones need to be a bit cautious. SK investing 5 players down towards this bottom side, knowing that Baus doesn't have his teleport. Reckless clipped with the wind becomes lightning, but with a Mantrid Inspire, will be able to walk away from it, and there's another tower over to SK. Meanwhile, though, Baus continues to push through top.
Now when you're here early, you just take this crab, and it looks like LR is not interested in this dragon at all. They will just give it and make sure Nemesis gets a little bit more gold, gets closer towards the actualizer, and makes sure that he is scaled up for the next fight, because he needs level 16. He needs that draw to proc in. This is not the time to fight for LR, and they notice that, and they see that, and they make sure
really thrive, right? Like being behind and coming back. Usually from much more substantial deficits than this. Their late game team fighting has been great. A lot of it on the back of Baus's positioning, his charge on the Kled against G2. His Gragas as well have been the reason that they've been able to come back in game going down that route, but I wouldn't mind it into how much physical damage there is. Leader stepping into Nemesis, Evelio as well. SK trying to collapse quickly. The Realm Warp coming out. Fate Sealed doesn't connect on Nemesis, and because of that, he's able to escape. Crowny and Reckless are here. TP's coming in from the top laners as well as they join the fray. Leader at half HP with no ultimate available, though.
He tried to live steal up here a little bit on the top side way, but now both TPs are used.
Evelio trying to step in with that Inspired. Mickey looking for the flank position. That Pop Blossom could be huge. He's warded out, and they know he's there with the Oracles coming out. Faust going around the side here, looking for a fight himself. The rest of the team isolated, though. Mickey goes in as a minion. Onto Reckless and onto Velia. Call of the Forge God coming out as well as Mickey is distracted the backline. The Drake was secured. Cease and desist from Velia, but SK begins to collapse. Good dash away from Velia. Leader now caught out by Bounce and Crowny. Yopper trying to get the damage down. Crowny's going to Valkyrie in. Leader taken out with the explosive cast. Nemesis falling low. The Sarah shield will not be enough to save him. Flashes away from SK. Yopper's so low they need to get out of here. As Skeens will escape. Vault Breaker blocked by the Shape Splitter. Is it enough for Lost Ratones to go Baron?
But they don't have any damage right now. Yoppa is 1 HP. Leader is dead. Can you go start with Baron? Yon flash, Yunara flash, Nico flash. Suddenly, all of SK are flashless. And same goes for LR.
Ratones, man.
There are no more flashes. And Baron is coming up, which means CC is so vital. You need to land your CC because you can't flash out if you're caught in a bad position.
Bounce is here to block the way in. TP coming in as well as they look for the fight. Mickey on a flank position has the Pop Blossom. Landed onto the 3, but Bounce is there, and there's no follow-up from SK. Crowny will secure the Baron. Mickey's going to fall first. Bounce with the stopwatch. Call to the Forge God onto the backline. Bounce trying to get away. Explosive cast. Wonder diving in. Seal from Leader! Finds Reckless, but Crowny and Nemesis are still very healthy. Skeens taken out. They go onto Yopper. Cease and desist in, and Yopper's down. Good knock up from Wonder. Leader taken out, and now Lost Ratones with the Baron at their back, with their carries still alive. Will take out Wonder. There's no escape for the Ornn in the pits. Even with the knockup, Lost Ratones win the fight.
The rat trap was sprung, but LR did not.
No one else is close enough. A huge fight for Lost Ratones.
Yes, we all take a collective breath as LR now tries to siege onto this bot side with this Baron. How much can they get with this? We have the Dragon coming up in 1 minute and 20 seconds. You need to make sure you're there in time. You cannot let SK get this soul point. You don't want to let them get there first. Get there early and make sure you hold the choke point when SK walks in, because if you let them take that place first, you have barely the flashes. They're still on cooldown, and that Nico in a choke point is still very dangerous.
It really is. Another 2 teams, just need 2 more teams to fall short.
Bounce is level 20. He's 1.5k gold up. As Gragas in late game, level 20. He is
Blossom onto the backline. Leader looking for the face seal follow-up. They go onto Crowny, but he's got a Guardian Angel. Call of the Forge God coming out as well, but Leader is unable to join the rest of the fight. Nemesis falling low. Yopper goes down first. Nemesis doing so much work here as Skeens will come back to life, surrounded by the rats. And he's gnawed to pieces. Nemesis on the chase, able to keep Wonder away, but again, Lost Ratones, after being picked off, still win out the fight. They have 5 members alive. They're realm warping forward for Mickey, and they're flashing. That one's personal. Nemesis takes the kill, and now Leader and Wonder, well, they can only wonder how they can defend.
They're going down the base medic. It looked like all the circles were aligning, all the wombo combos were landing on the LR backline, but there was no damage. No one goes down. They're going on Leader. They're taking him down. It's only Wonder to hold the Forge.
The next wave is here. You can call the wave as much as you want, but Bounce with a stopwatch goes golden. As Lost Ratones reach for gold, they've got a license to kill, and SK were their targets. Lost Ratones.